Tonight on Fox 9 News at 7, rescuers forced to get creative after a snowboarder falls 30 feet from a cliff at a Minnesota state park.
Yeah, we saw what looked like a cell phone flashlight kind of over the ridge, and we're like, that's where we got to get to.
Then, an up-and-coming artist using his message to inspire change. On this Martin Luther King Jr. Day, his family connection to the late activist.
This is Fox 9 News at 7.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 7. A snowboarder recovering after falling 30 feet off a bluff in Taylor's Falls.
Now, this happened last night at Interstate Park, just along the border of Wisconsin and Minnesota. And in order to make that rescue, first responders, they kind of had to improvise. Our Paul Bloom tells us how they used sirens to pinpoint where to go in the dark.
This was a challenging rescue, even for emergency crews trained on the steep terrain out here along the St. Croix. Sunday evening, all the more challenging for several factors: the snow, the ice, the cold, the darkness, and the fact that emergency responders who arrived here first didn't know the exact location of the fallen victim.
That was our biggest hurdle. Obviously, last night it was dark. Today in the daylight, things are a lot easier to see, but showing up in the dark last night, knowing that we have a general vicinity, but no idea whether it's north, south, east, west, that was the hardest part. Basically, it turned into me jumping out on foot, yelling as loud as I could. Dispatch was on the phone with the caller. My partner's showing up, using their squad PA systems, using their sirens, and basically just us communicating with dispatch, who's communicating with the caller. What do you see? What do you hear? Do you hear anyone yelling? Do you hear sirens? Do you see lights? And then we were ultimately able to get a general vicinity on the north side of Highway 8 here. And ultimately we saw what looked like a cell phone flashlight kind of over the ridge. And we're like, that's where we got to get to now. It was just a matter of getting there.
So here's where our rescue gear is stored. All the rope bags, rigging bags for all the equipment, and rescuer bags with harnesses, helmets, and everything we need to do with the rescue. Low angle rope